What's up, collectors and all Transformers enthusiasts? Today I want to finally be taking a look at Transformers Warfare Cybertron Kingdom Core Class Vertebreak. Taking a really quick look at the packaging, you can see a nice System Straight logo on the side, Kingdom on the bottom, Vertebreak on the side, as well as a nice display of the figure itself. You can see that he has a nice background looking really cool, really menacing, and you can see the Decepticon ship crash landed on that mountain on the top. And on the back of the packaging, you get, the catcher of Rebel Mode and Beast Mode, as well as 14 steps in nature to sort the sky, and you can see the Predacon logo, as well as the Transformers logo on the top. But this is pretty much it for the box. And yes, it's open. I had to re-record this clip because for some reason the original got deleted. But with all that said, without further ado, let's get into it. And here we have Transformers Warfare Cybertron Kingdom Core Class Vertebreak in hand and out of the packaging. And oh my god, it's about time I make this guy's review, because sadly I've been postponing him because better figures have been coming out, but now he has a shot at the spotlight. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting out with the weapon that he brings this tail, and it becomes kind of like the sword. Basically, you unpeg the tail and you use it as a sword, as simple as that. And it comes in this black/brown or gray, the same color as his. And I love the sculpted in detail, giving you a 360 degrees, so you guys can appreciate it. I don't think they're spikes. I think they're bones, on the tail, because the whole figure looks like a fossil. But it's pretty much it for the weapon. Not much to say. It's simple, but it works. But yeah, with all that said, it's pretty much it for the weapon. And for the figure itself, you can see that same color that the sword had, the entire figure has it as well. So you can see, that's pretty much the same thing, because this is part of the robot mode, but you just unpeg it and you use it as a sword. But as you can see, the sculpted in detail on the core classes, man, they don't stop surprising me. I've been so shocked with the quality that they had. As you can see, giving you a 360 degrees, so you guys can appreciate it as well. Honestly, not bad for $10. The paintwork that you get and the articulation, plus just the looks of it. Honestly, honestly, it's a steal. Every single one of them. Honestly, I cannot wait for the future. I'm really looking forward for Megatron and Starscream. I cannot wait to have them, so I can see what they bring to the table. As you can see, zooming in on the head sculpt, so you guys can appreciate more of the detail. As you can see, nice indeed. The eyes are red, and you can see the mouth plate. You can see the helmet as well. You need 360 degrees. I got no paint drips whatsoever on the figure itself. That's pretty nicely, and hopefully again that's going to be the same for you guys, because as I said, paint drips on the head skull it just turns me on the figure, because it just loses the quality. Because when you look at the figure, the first thing you look is the face. You don't look at the arms or the legs. But moving on to the chest, you can see that same sculpted in detail that he had on the face skull now translates really well to the chest. Basically, the entire figure is really sculpted really well. As you can see, it has the Predacon logo on the chest, and you can see some more spikes and stuff. You can see that he has, kind of like this brownish dark color. I honestly cannot, say what exact color it is, because it looks black from afar, but when you zoom in, it kind of looks like a brownish, like a dark brown on some pieces, like for example on the chest, on the arms, and on the legs as well. And you can see that he has black, but he also has this brownish dark color. Honestly, I love the end results. You can see super glossy. Honestly, it looks super good, super premium, high quality for a core class that, again, it's $10. But as you can see, that same sculpted in detail that he had on the chest, he has it as well on the arms and on the other one as well. And as you can see, no paint drips at all on the entire thing. Moving on to the legs, you can see he has skinny legs. So you see, you 360 degrees. This guy cannot just run, because it's gonna break the legs really easily. As you can see, so skinny, but has some nice sculpted in detail as well. But I dig it, honestly. You can see the nails and stuff really sharp, and it's just a nice sculpted in detail towards the whole figure. As you can see, he has no backpack, nothing whatsoever, and you know that I dig when figures have no backpack whatsoever. As you can see, super skinny, super slim. I love it, honestly. And just giving you a side and side, so you guys can appreciate the sculpted in detail that he has on the back as well. So just the entire thing is really sculpted really good indeed, honestly. So you can see he has the beast mode hands as well on the back, but just all around a good figure indeed. Just I'm a fan, honestly. I'm a fan on the entire Core Class line. And speaking of, here is the entire Core Class line for you know, a comparison, so you guys can see how they look side to side. And as you can see, they just scale really well next to each other. Optimus is the one that I'm kind of like, this is Optimus is supposed to be a little bigger. I honestly do not know why they did a Core Class Optimus and why are they doing, you know, Starscream and Megatron. But just, you know, taking Optimus aside, both of them look really good indeed. It's just, you know, they scale, they just look so nice next to each other. And, you know, let me go ahead and put the weapon on so you guys can see how he looks with the melee on. As you can see, so nice indeed. Every single one of them has super nice sculpted in detail, and the paintwork, the articulation. Again, for a Core Class that is $10, you're getting a lot. So, but you know, that's it for the Core Class comparison. Let me take them out so you guys can appreciate more comparisons. Here is Optimus Primal, so you guys can see how he looks next to him, and as well as Cheetor, so you guys can see how he looks next to both of them. As you can see, the scale is really nicely. He's technically a Raptor, so he's supposed to be small, you know, not as small as you know, next to Cheetor. You know, just a little bit bigger. But next to Optimus Primal, the scale is pretty nice because, you know, it's a raptor next to a gorilla. So, you know, the scale all around is pretty good. Honestly, I dig it. I like how they all look next to one another. And just because, you know, I always like to compare the Core Class next to this little thingy-majig. As you can see, that's how it looks. So they are not technically as small as, you know, other people seem to tell they are. But, you know, the sides, it's good. Honestly, I dig the sides. It looks really good next to Deluxes and Voyagers, as well as leader classes from the entire Kingdom line. And yeah, with all that said, this is pretty much it for the comparison. For the articulation, he's actually rocking some nice articulation. His head can move side to side just a little bit. This gets in the way though. Really nice upper motion. Nothing, you know, on the down motion, but you can unpeg this and have some nice reaching motion, just some extra articulation on the neck there. This is on a ball joint, so you can do, you know, not 360 degrees because this gets in the way, but it can extend about that far, and about that far. And you know, it has another ball joint here, and you know, you can do some nice 360 degrees here. You know, nothing here. It has no swivel there, and nothing on the waist as well. The legs can extend about that far and about that far. And for the splits, he does a really nice splits. As you can see, 10 out of 10, not bad at all. And it has a hinge here and extend about that far. You know, you got a 90-degree bend there, and the feet are on a ball joint, so you got some nice range of motion. It's a little stiff, but you know, not bad at all. You got some nice, just a little, you know, ankle pivoting. But that's pretty much it for the whole articulation, guys. So as you can see, not bad at all. Not the best of the three. In my opinion, Rattrap is the best articulated one of them all. But as you can see, not bad at all. And now moving on to transformation. Transformation is actually super easy. It says 14 steps on the box, but you're gonna end up doing it on 5 because it's, again, super easy. Come here and remove this section and proceed to hide the head there, and then put that there. Leave that be, and then that's gonna allow you some clearance to hide the arms. Like so. The same on the other side. It's kind of painful because there are spikes everywhere, but then come here and put this section there like so, and then come here and peg this like that to secure the whole thing. Put this on place, put the legs on position, you know, that raptor position that we all love so much. And then last but not least, proceed to peg the tail, and do not lose this tail. If you do, you can never transform it back because it's gonna look funny. But with all that done, this is pretty much it. There you have it. This is Vertebreak fully transformed into his awesome looking beast mode. For the beast mode, you can see that same sculpted in detail that he had on robot mode now translates really well to the beast mode itself. So you can see giving you a 360 angle, so you guys can see how nice this guy looks. Really good. Honestly, it's just the color, the glossiness, and just the sculpted in detail that this guy has just makes him pop so much. As you can see, this can articulate, you know, you can, you know, move his, you know, mouth up and down just for that nice, good stuff. And you can extend the, the neck about that far, the transformation. And I always like to unpack this because it gives you more range of motion. You know, it gives it that aggressive look. So, there's that there. You know, if you want to do it, this cannot move at all whatsoever, and the legs can move, you know, due to your transformation and being the legs of the robot mode. and the tail cannot move at all whatsoever. You can rotate it though if you want some more I don't know, just give it some more look to it. But as you can see, so nice indeed. Just again, no pinches whatsoever on the entire thing on beast mode and on robot mode. Super nice. No Predacon logos though on the beast mode itself. I don't remember if the rest of them had, the logos. I don't think so. I don't think they had. But, speaking of the other ones, let's go ahead and move to the comparison so you guys can see how he looks next to the other core class on vehicle mode and on beast mode. As you can see, the scale again, Optimus Prime just looks, I don't know, man. Just this looks so off to me. But as you can see, the Rattrap and Vertebreak, comparison looks super good. As you can see, this is how they look on the sides, from the other side and from the front. Super nice indeed. And if you want, this is how they look from the back. And all three of them hide the robot mode parts really well. As you can see, you cannot see any parts of the robot mode whatsoever. You can see it if you look from behind. That's kind of weird if you're looking from behind, but as you can see, the hands are there. And obviously if you turn it around, you can see everything. But if you had the figure like that and you can rotate it, give it 360 degrees, it really does not look like he is robot mode, or that he transforms whatsoever. And this one as well, if you obviously if you look at from the back, mine cannot peg anything, so you're obviously gonna see the hands. But on the normal transformation, this two things being pegged the way they're supposed to, you can barely tell that he's a robot mode. You can just have to turn it around and see the head and all the other robot pieces. But again, super nice. Optimus, it has the same thing going for him. You cannot tell that he's gonna transform. So super nice, really impressive for a core class. Again, $10, man. You cannot ask for more. But having them aside and moving on to Optimus Primal as well as Cheetor on beast mode, so you guys can see how they scale next to Vertebreak, and as you can see, this is how they look from the front. And from the sides, this is how they look. In my opinion, the scale is super good, flawless. Again, just love how they scale, and I love the line. It's just I never loved the mini lines. This thing I'm not a fan, honestly. This reminds me of when I was a kid. I played with this a lot, but in reality, I wanted figures like that. Not like this. But as you can see, the scale is so nice. Honestly, I'm a fan. But with all that being said, this is pretty much it for the comparison. And now for your transformation back to robot mode. Again, super easy. Just on this one, you're gonna be spending like 4 steps. First, you wanna unpack that. So that's one. This I don't count this as a step. But this is another step. That motion right there. This is another step with this one as well. You just count those 2 steps next to one another, because it's the same thing. You're just gonna spread the whole thing. And then for the last one, you're gonna come here and just reveal the face. But that's pretty much it. And again, super easy. Again, I don't know where the 14 steps are. I don't know if they're counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, but as you can see, those 14 steps, that's not the real thing. You're gonna transform it super easy and super fast. But as you can see, this is Vertebreak back into his awesome looking robot mode. And with all that being said, this is pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps you to and helps my videos get out there in a while. So if you get any value out of my content, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. But this is pretty much it for Transformers for Cybertron Kingdom Core Class Vertebreak.